lots changed over the past 300 years. First off, we went from this flag to this flag. And not only that, we've gone to small villages like these and turned them around into massive skyscraper cities. In this video, you will get the back half and see what it was like way back then. The Declaration of Independence is when the colonies finally declared independence against Great Britain. The Declaration of Independence was not signed until July 4th, 1776, but before that, Congress picked a committee to write a declaration explaining why the colonies wanted independence. First off, they chose John Adams of Massachusetts, Benjamin Franklin of Pennsylvania, Robert Livingston of New York, and Thomas Jefferson of Virginia. It's not a joke when they call them the Redcoats. Literally, they wore red coats with their white pants and always carried their gun with them at all times. The colonists, on the other hand, wore just normal clothes, maybe a little more appropriate for war, but they also did not have the government funding that the Redcoats did. Weapons were a crucial part to the revolution because they had to fight off the British. Weapons are an essential part of war, like some still going on today, but the colonists back then did not have the funding that the British had because the colonists broke off and declared independence. So their weapons looked a little bit different from the British. The first weapon was the old matchlock, and half the time it would miss its shots. The loading speed could determine your life or death based on how fast or slow you loaded it. Another weapon was the brown bass, which often was found in the colonists' hands. In lack of accuracy, it was minimized by mass utilization and line formations. Imagine somebody dumping out your cup of tea because they were mad about something you did. Well, imagine this on a mass proportion scale. On December 16, 1773, the colonists took act in Boston, Massachusetts. The Tea Act caused them to tax all of their tea, and their goal was to protest against the British Parliament tax on the tea, no taxation without representation. They threw the tea into the Boston harbor, and the result was the Intolerable Act. This was a time of complete chaos. I mean, we have British redcoats invading countries, we have countries declaring independence, we have people throwing tea into the harbor, and in my opinion, our country changed for the better. But if it weren't for the revolution, we would not have learned about how we can cooperate with other countries.